Hey y'all, it's Taryn. It is Saturday, August 3rd. Welcome. I hope that y'all have had a great week, couple of weeks. It's been pretty good here. Before I do anything else, before I forget, I had a question for the beaded project. I think it's a Mill Hill kit. What the name of it was, and the name of that kit is On the Range. I believe that's correct. I have looked 3 times and cannot manage to remember to answer your question when I'm back around a computer or my phone. I look and then I get sidetracked. So I apologize. On the Range, I'm pretty sure that's the name of it. It's been okay here. I think things have been going pretty okay, so I'm going to try not to complain. Let's see, Dax's mom, it was a week ago last Monday, so almost 2 weeks ago now. They take care of his sister's baby who just turned a year in April, and they live on opposite sides of Houston. And his mom and stepdad were going over in the morning to watch Zane, and his stepdad should not be driving at all, but especially in traffic, he won't drive anymore, thank goodness. He can't see anything but shapes out of one eye and is getting cataracts in his good eye. So anyway, so she was driving and she passed out while she was driving on 1960, which in Houston is 5 lanes now. Might even be 7 lanes now. Very busy road and scary, scary stuff. She went this week to find out if there was some blockages, like in her neck or something, that would cause that to happen, and they didn't find anything. Her blood pressure seems to be fine. Really what it seems to be is she was seeing this other doctor that I will reserve my opinions about, who told her to stop eating fruit, stop eating meat, eat vegetables only, and only eat once a day. He felt like she needed to lose weight, and she is overweight. She's not morbidly obese, but she goes to the gym and works out. She's active. She's watching a 1-year-old. It is insane for somebody to suggest that an active person only eat once a day. So anyway, her new doctor has told her that she needs to be eating 4 or 5 small meals a day, and now they want her checking her blood sugar. It's all insane, but they damaged the car a little bit, like with a guardrail. I think she had a guardrail. Scratched down the side and everything, but nobody else was involved, nobody got hurt, so it was the best possible scenario. It worked out the best that it could under the circumstances, so that was a little bit scary, but she's all good, so so we're happy about that. What else? I think that's the most, thing that we've had going on, which is fine. Like I've said a lot before, I don't like crazy. Let me have calm. I appreciate calm. Okay, I think that's, hey, big life update. So let's get started. I worked on, of course, Wyatt's stocking. These dimensions. I don't know if we can see progress or not. I hope so. I think I finished filling in here. I filled in this house, and I've started going back and filling in some of the back stitch. Like now you can tell that the doll has a face and arms and the teddy bear has a face. So some of that's coming together. I decided before I moved the hoop that I wanted to go ahead and get everything backstitched. I do not want to save that for the end on this. Not at all. My mom and dad say hi. I had some concerns about my father's neck, so I have taped them to the wall so he'll quit leaning forward. He's a troublemaker. Do any of y'all ever... I shouldn't even tell this about myself. Sometimes I'm looking at people's stuff and I go, that's really cute, but who would want to put the time and effort into cross-stitching something based on a TV show or a cartoon or a movie? That's just crazy. And then I turn around and I go, oh, let me get out my wood stock and work on it. Yeah, I'm like that. And then but I do realize, and I go, Taryn, you're an idiot. So, anyway, peanuts all year. I did work on wood stock. This one. And I've gotten something on it. It's a little black dot in the yellow. I have no idea what it is. I suspect it's mascara flaking off. I don't use that one anymore. But there you go. I worked on the yellow some more and brought it up. I worked on Abigail's stocking for only a hot little minute. Okay, I worked on it a minute. It was hot because I was doing it, right? So now I have a floating arm and a floating scarf. So now I decide, do I put the head on it so then I have this floating head, or do I put the body on next and have a headless body? What do you think? I do that to Dax all the time. I tell him, I'm going to go take a hot shower. It's like a regular shower, but with me in it. Okay, I worked on Dimensions, the mason jar. Mason jar lineup, I think is the name of this one. It's a kit. I swear every time I work on this, it takes me so long. I wish I could just, I need to get one jar done so that I don't spend, if I have an hour available, I spend 15 to 30 minutes trying to figure out which jar I'm on, where I'm at. It's ridiculous. So I got a little bit of the fill-in done, and see, I'm starting on one of the little rosebuds, flower buds. I don't know. It's not a rose. Some kind of flower. As always, Christmas gentlemen. I'm making lots of progress at a snail's pace. That's what it feels like. I think since the... sorry, things are falling everywhere. I don't know what's going on. Okay, let's try again. Since last time, I think I've worked a little bit more on the back stitching. I finished back stitching all of this because it's all around each little block is back stitched. So I finished that in there, and I've done some on his shoes. And then I have extended the borders some, come down, because where it says Merry Christmas, that is all, it has a little single stitch border around it, and then obviously all these borders. So I did that. So far, I have still stitched every day this year. I don't know what my actual stitching streak is because I don't know about last year, you know, like when I missed a day or anything. But since the beginning of this year, I know I have stitched every day, at least a little bit. So now it's starting to get like, I'm going to flip out if I don't stitch because then it'll ruin it. I worked on the hearts. This is out of crossstitching.com. I was going to say cross-stitcher. Crossstitching.com. It's a free pattern if you go to their website. I'm doing my hearts on red Aida. I'm using white floss. And I'm doing them all on one piece. And I finally finished the second one. these are, you know, they're not big detailed pieces. It's ridiculous that it's taking me this long. They should have been done already. There are some French knots that are going to go in that one, but I decided to wait until I'm done, and I'm not going to put it in a hoop anymore before I put those in. And then I got to work on this one. I got my pattern from Cross Stitch. And this is Disney, this is the heroes, I think. And then they have one that's the villains, I believe. This is off of Etsy. I'm doing mine on blue. And I had started stitching it already. And I bought my blue fabric secondhand. And if you remember, I started stitching and then realized that this piece had obviously been cut. I have like 2 rows at the bottom, and it was just dumb luck that I had zigzagged around the edge of this, because I never do that, and I just happened to do it on this one, and it's good because I can't afford for it to fray at all. This isn't cross stitch, that's my needle minder. Yeah, in case you couldn't tell. I worked on Ariel. I don't have, she's got more hair. That's all over her body, but there's more hair that goes in on this side. And for whatever reason, I can't find the color in with all the others for her top. So she is bare-breasted right now. Who knew mermaids had blue boobies? Okay. And then last week, my new start was out of this Walt Disney Christmas and Cross Stitch. It was Thumper. This is one that Addison had picked out. I think Patty Smith just finished doing Thumper. I didn't even know that we both had it. And, uh-oh, what way does this go? I think it goes like this. Shelley, it's a stunning start. I actually went and added more gray in because this really wasn't how my start was, but I put all of this gray in over here because with just this light gray and the white, like see, white goes all the way up to here. You can't even see it. Although right now it looks like kind of half a uterus and an ovary. A rabbit, but the rabbit's not dead. Okay, if you understood that, you're showing rage. Uh-oh, I'm missing one. And my new start for this week was from the Needle Love Company Fall Friends. I started the little Indian girl, and I've got to find pilgrims from the Holiday Friends series so that I can do the Pilgrim Boy, because that's what we do around here. I like to tease Dax that because of my tiny bit of Native American heritage, that these are my people and these are his. The kids used to call him a pilgrim. Mom was an Indian and he was a pilgrim. But there you go. That's what I've gotten done. I could have gotten more done, but I started off by stitching her shoes in the wrong color. And because I was looking at the symbols for the wrong pattern in the leaflet. So they weren't the right color for the pattern I was working on. So this is all. So I had to do those twice. Otherwise, like I said, I could have gotten more done. But, oh well. It is what it is. I'm really enjoying working on her. I don't want to quit. So. And then I worked on, out of this Leisure Arts, the Boo. And I finished it. Do you see that? I finished it, outlining and everything. I am so happy. I started this 2 years ago in Stitch Mania, maybe 3. I think it was 2 years. This is all I got done in 2 years. And this year during Stitch Mania, I restarted it using only 1 strand instead of 2 over 1. I only did 1 over 1. And look how much faster it went. And it went faster because I didn't hate every minute of stitching on it. It's amazing. That makes a difference, right? And then I worked on, from this Cross Stitch and Country Crafts, November, December of '98, the Santa Claus that I'm doing for the kids' Christmas ornaments for last year. I finished this one. So that makes 3 out of the 4 that I have finished. But getting those 2 done, I have to look and see. Since the getting the boo done, that clears up a space for next year in Mania. That gives me 21 for the year so far, finishes, and that's 1 more than last year. Last year I got 20 done. I went and looked back. The year before I got like 17 done. The year before that I think it was 16. So now, you know, do I keep at this pace and just keep seeing how many I can get done? Because if I keep increasing it every year, that really puts the pressure on me for next year. Or do I go, you know what? I'm going to leave it where I can beat it next year. It's a struggle. It's real, y'all. It is real. So, I was thrilled with 2 finishes. I'll take it. 2 finishes every month. Right now I'm running 3 finishes a month on average, which is pretty awesome. I think 2 finishes a month on average would be really good. So I can't complain, I guess. I'm not complaining. Oh, I don't know if anybody else does this, but I signed up for Imperfect Produce. Y'all, that is this week's lesson in adulting is stupid. Seriously, I get stupid excited on Wednesdays when my box of produce is going to be delivered. What has my life become? I mean, seriously. I can look on Friday and see what's going to be in the box, but quite frankly, by Wednesday I forget. So it's like a big present every Wednesday. It's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, there you go. The more indulged you get, you'll get excited about a box of produce. If you have it in your area and you haven't signed up and you want to try, let me know, because I can send you a link and you'll get $10 off if you sign up through that link, and I think I'll get $10 off. I don't know for sure about me, but I know you will, because I went through a friend to do that. And you have to look, like, they won't deliver it out to the house. I have to stay at the office until they drop it off. And sometimes that's not until my drop-off time is between 4 and 8. So sometimes I work late on Wednesday. Anyway, there you go. Adulting is stupid. I wanted to show this. This is one of Kirsten's designs that she had made into stickers. I told her that she needs to have them made into a bigger sticker, but she loves sunflowers and mandalas, so there you go. You can see, it's not focusing, but it's much more crisp than that, but that one's mine. You can't buy it. I FFO'd something. I know. Who am I? 2 finishes and an FFO? Right? So this is the one I finished, I think, in my last video. And I had, this is just some pre-cut quilt squares that I had. And because I knew I didn't want white, because this is not white, So I thought that was perfect, and then I decided, well, I wanted the blue with the stars to go around it. And I had some, and then I was like, but mine, the stars are too big, and they're white, and I was going to have to coffee dye it, and then, blah, blah, blah. And then I remembered that in my box of Wonderful was this. And what makes it even better for this finish is that this chenille trim was also a gift from a stitchy friend, from Kathy. So this one is extra super special because two of the things I used to finish it are gifts from stitchy friends, and that makes it one of my favorite finishes. And I love that the red is all dark like this. It matches perfectly with the red used here. It matches perfectly with the red in this. It's just all around wonderful. I've had it sitting here propped up in front of me when I'm out here stitching all week because I just love it. I love how it came out. What else did I make? I made some scissor fobs. I will put them in my Etsy shop when we get back. Oh look, her little head's on. I tried to get the heads to stay in one place, to not turn around like that. There you go. That's what they look like anyway. I'll list them in my Etsy shop when we get back. Dax and I are leaving. I'm doing this on Saturday because Dax and I are leaving in the morning and going to New Orleans for a few days. It's going to be a few days full of debauchery because that's what you do in New Orleans. I may or may not own up to it. We'll have to wait and see. What else? I saw, I don't know if it was on Instagram or if it was on Facebook, and I have no idea whose post it was, but it was somebody that had a 2-tier tray that was full of strawberries. The pincushion strawberries, not food. I would have liked it full of the food strawberries too, but I loved the way it looked. And so now I'm like, oh look, here's a new mission. So I printed out the little shape for the strawberries and the leaves. I just picked one off of, I did a search, and whatever one came up, I don't remember what website even it was from. And so I made a couple of, I just dug through my box of scraps. Actually, not completely, but I did. I pulled out several scraps. I've only made 2 so far because this is how it goes with me. Anyway, this one I made. This was, I coffee dyed this. It was bright white with red, and then I used green felt. And I didn't put because I want to put them in this tray, I didn't put a string to hang it. And I came up to stitch these down. I used long stitches, you can't even really see. I came up in the middle, and I would come down and stitch it and come back up to the middle. I tried to make them all come out of the same spot, but that didn't quite work, but they're close. They're close. So I made this one. It's a little tiny one. When I made this one, I cut it out. Here's the pattern. When I made this one, I cut it right on the lines, right? And so that made one this size. And then I made this one. This is from the fabric again that Colton had sent me. And I decided that with the blue with the white stars, it needed red. So I had some dark red felt, obviously. And that's what I used. Again, I did it the same way. I looked at several different ones, and I mean, some people go and they stitch it down all the way around. I knew that I would get bored like halfway through. Some people do like French knots at each point, which I could live with that, but I didn't think I'd like the way it would look with it. So I just did them like that too. And you can see this one, when I cut it out, I left about all around 1/4 of an inch. So it turned out, you can see, bigger. This one is full of fiberfill, and this one is the ground walnut shells. And I think I like the walnut shells better. But I figured I can try all kinds of things. I've seen where people stuff things with steel wool, because that's supposed to be really good. I have some of the little plastic pellets that I could try. But so far, I like the ground walnut shells the best. And I have a giant bag of them, so. I think I'm going to do one and mix in some dried lavender with the walnut shells. I may try that too. So that was fun, and I have some other, like I said, I went through my scrap bin and I pulled out several pieces. I probably still have 3 or 4 more little pieces that I could do this and put it together some more. So that was fun, and now I got to find a 2-tier tray. Dax will be so happy. Okay, that's all my stitchy stuff. I have done some shopping, not craft stuff. I finished, what did I do with that book? I finished July with a positive balance of $166.43. I know in Stitch from Stash they start over beginning of July. I'm just carrying through for the whole year because I'm not actually participating in Stitch from Stash. So, but I went shopping. Dollar Tree has fabric. I'm sure it's not the world's greatest fabric, but for little finishes, it'll be fine. So I bought a couple of those. And they had this little bag there that I can use for a project bag. You know, I had to have that. My God, it's so cute. It's so cute. But I've got to hide it from Kirsten because she saw it. It's only $1. I guess I could go back and buy her one. This is one that I had left in the house that I bought a couple of weeks ago. See this little wooden thing? And then all these drawers. How cute is that? The drawers are all ceramic. They're all painted up. Aren't those, isn't that adorable? I paid like $3 or $4 for it when I was up at the front checking out at the thrift store. She's like, "Oh my God, that is so cute," the cashier. I said, "Yeah, I don't need it, but it's really cute. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it, but it's mine now." She said that she regrets the fact that she never gets to walk around and look at stuff, and she hates it when they put new stuff out. But, like, I bought these, this box of Stampin' Up! Stamps, $4. Yeah, I know Stampin' Up! Costs more than that. They've been used, but, I mean, none of them are gross. I can take some alcohol and clean them up. And I really got it because I wanted this thank you stamp. Got some little baby corns for fall decorating. It's $1. Today I was in Dollar General. They had this out. I thought that was pretty cute. It was a couple bucks. Even if I take this, because I didn't buy it to be like this, I figured I could take this off and a little cross stitch piece would be cute in the middle. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. Bought a bunch of leaves to make a wreath at Dollar Tree. Yes, I did. I have not finished my 4th of July wreath, but by God, I've got stuff for fall. It is a wonder. My husband puts up with me. I bought this bag of fabric. It is mostly Aida Nice large project bag. This piece, this pink piece, although it looks like it a lot, is not actually cross-stitch fabric. But there's some packages. There is a pretty big piece. This one is pretty sizable. It's still folded like 3 or 4 times right there. It has places where fabric has been cut out of it, but that's okay. Packages. These are towels. I haven't unfolded any of them, but like, see, look, there's a piece of thread. I don't know if anything has stitching on it. There's another one. And then this is actually canvas, like needlepoint canvas kind of thing. But that whole packing, $1 for all of that. Yeah. They don't often have stuff like that in this particular store. So, I got this cute little tin. And I don't know, it's got a sticker on it for $1. I'm not even sure where I bought it. Kirsten and I did. We went to the Habitat for Humanity Restore. We went to 2 different ones, and then the antique shop and some thrift stores. So I don't know where stuff came from, but it's cute. It's cute like that. I've got apples in my kitchen, and I could put it in there just like this, or because it has a lip, it would be cute with a piece in it also. Multiple uses. And then I got this bag. I snagged this up before anybody else could even know. It has this one stretchable tubular nylon stuff for needlepoint, but it had 9 spools of whisper thread in different colors. I think 2 of them have been used, and the rest appear to be complete brand new. Okay, 9 whisper threads, and then this flare. I dropped them everywhere. Y'all, I paid 75 cents. They had it in a drawer with yarn. They have a thing that has it labeled what things are in there. With yarn, they clearly had no idea what it was. So, yeah. 75 cents. You should see the mess. Maybe I'm being punished because somebody else wanted that and I snagged it for 75 cents. Stuff, every time I move, pick up something, something else is falling. Things are sliding off my desk everywhere. Oh. So anyway, I saw that for 75 cents, and I'd have paid it if there was only one whisper thread in there for 75 cents. I mean, come on. And I actually have some patterns that call for whisper thread. So that is a plus. Yeah, I bought more stuff. I don't know what I've done with it. Okay, I don't know where I've put it because it's been way more than that. It's been ridiculous. Okay, well, I guess if I can't find it and I don't know what I've done with it, then I think that makes me done. I think so. Okay, so I guess that's it. We'll be back on Thursday. So I think probably I'm taking stitching with me. For us, it's, if we went straight through, a 9-hour drive. So I should have plenty of time to do stuff. We're getting up and leaving at the butt crack of dawn in the morning on I-10. Traffic heading into Houston on Sunday is ridiculous. The later you get in the day, so we want to get there early. So we are going to leave, he said he wanted to leave the house between 6 and 7, which is no big deal. I'm always awake by then anyway. So it's going to be tough for him, but that's okay. I found us a suite, actually, for like $80 a night. So we should be in walking distance of everything that we want to do. And since we're driving, we'll have a car anyway, it won't matter. But I am so looking forward to just getting away. I love it when he and I just get away. So we bought new tires for the car in preparation. Hooray. I love stuff like that. Yeah. But anyway, so we're going to go do that. And I hope we're going to have a lot of fun. And I hope that y'all are all going to have a lot of fun while I'm gone next week, while you're stitching and getting things done. And thank you, everyone, for your comments. As always, I read them. I suck at responding, and for that I apologize. I just suck at it. I am full of good intentions, and all too often that's where it stays. What else? Welcome, new subscribers. I always love to see new subscribers, and I appreciate it. And I guess that's all. I will see you here next time. Thanks again, y'all. Bye.